Mao is dead. As you can see, that is the title of this video. So, what does that mean? Where is he? Where's Mao? The past 2 weeks I've been here in Thailand, and I have been going through a death, an ego death, and a rebirth. I've been forced to face what has helped me get to where I am and what is blocking me and what I'm hanging on to that is preventing me from getting to the next stage, to actually doing the work that I am here to do, that only I can really do, that some part of me has been avoiding, that a younger part of me that craves excitement and craves dopamine and craves novelty and is still hanging on to this image that has helped me and that has served me and that has protected me in many ways, but is now hindering me from actually stepping into who I'm here to be, and as Steven Pressfield says, turning pro. So first, let me explain why to become the new you, to live the life that you are envisioning in your mind, you have to kill who you are now. Because this is the one thing that prevents people from actually living the life they want. It's the reluctance to let go of the things that aren't serving you anymore. Hanging on to the things that make you comfortable, that you identify with. And these are the things that are holding you back. Look, the truth is, every action that you make right now, every decision that you make, everything you do is all based on the way that you view yourself, on how you identify with yourself, on your own self-image. Because most of the things that we do on a daily basis are all habitual. And until you change the way that you view yourself, until you change who you say you are, then the actions that you do won't change. So if you identify as somebody who doesn't take life seriously and is seeking all the time and is just having fun and, you know, is out here exploring and whatever, then that's continuously what you're going to keep seeing. You're just a seeker. You're always seeking, and you will continuously stay in the state of seeking and never actually finding, because that is where you feel comfortable. You feel comfortable seeking. You're better off avoiding and self-identifying as something because it makes you feel safer to just be a seeker, to be lost in a way, right? To not fully accept who you are, to not say, this is who I am, this is what I'm here to do, and this is my truth. Because that's scary. Because you feel like if you do that, you're going to lose the things that you have in your life right now. You might feel like people will exile you from the tribe, right? You'll be different because you are saying, this is who I am. You're no longer saying, I don't know who I am. You're no longer saying, I'm looking for myself, I'm finding myself. Because if you're always looking, if you're always trying to find yourself, then that is the state, that is how you identify, and that is continuously what you're going to see. Until you say, this is who I am, and this is what I'm doing, and I am sure of it, then you will always be seeking, and you will always continue to take the actions of a seeker instead of the actions of somebody who is dedicated and who knows what they're doing and is living for their work. So in my case, which this is more about me, right? Like I want to be able to share what I'm going through so that it helps you, right? I'm not here talking as somebody who has everything figured out. I'm here talking as somebody who is figuring it out and is sharing what I'm going through. So, one thing that I realized is that I have been portraying this seeker identity, right? This I'm just flowing and figuring it out and going with the flow. And it's worked for me till now. It really has worked, right? Like, the things that have gotten me here have been how I storytell on my Instagram, right? How I make these reels that are taking my lived experiences and turning them into something that other people can use, right? But I was doing those like every fucking day. So one thing that I've been realizing is that if I want to expand, if I want to grow, if I want to deepen my connection with people, if I want to build something that is going to grow beyond me, that is going to be bigger than me, then I need to change the entire strategy of how I've been living, of how I've been presenting myself, of how I've been doing the work up until now. You see what I'm saying? So the things that have gotten me here, which is like my carelessness, it's my free spirit, I'm going to Bali and I'm figuring myself out and like blah blah blah, like that has attracted a certain kind of people, which is good because that's ultimately who I was, who I was living as. Is like, I'm figuring myself out, I'm quitting everything, I'm going all in on this, and almost this energy of I'm figuring it out, come along, right? And it's been great, like I said, like, because that's who I was. But now I've figured it out, basically, I know what I am. And I realize that I am an architect of the new world. I'm here to create systems, to create brands, to create movements, to help people find their truth and also architect the new world, right? I realize that the people that I'm speaking to are not people that want to build businesses. They want to build worlds, right? We want to literally create from our essence, from our being, and bring to life these systems and these structures and these movements and these brands that ultimately change and wake up the world and make the world a better place. But they all flow from our essence, right? Not made to fit in a fucking box. We're meant to break the box, to be the box. You see what I'm saying? And to bring people into our world. That is who I am. And I realize that that is the people that I want to speak to, that I want to help, that I want to attract with my content, right? And ultimately, yes, we need to understand how business works, how psychology works, how marketing works, the principles, so that we can apply them to our lives and to the things that we want to create so that we can magnetize people. But it all stems from living from spirit, from creating, from flow, from first tuning into what naturally wants to come out, and then knowing how to bridge the spirit with the physical into the real world and create something that people want to be a part of. That is the essence of an architect of the new world. That is who I am. That is what I've been building and working towards this whole time, and I didn't even know it. But now it is being solidified. Now it is real. And now that I know that that is who I am and that is what I'm here to do, then my entire strategy, my entire being, who I show up as, how I portray myself, my online presence, everything has to change. The thing that got me here won't be the thing that gets me where I'm going. So I have to completely dismantle everything that I know about myself and the way that I've been showing up and the way that I've been portraying myself and the way that I've been approaching everything. If I truly want to attract people like me, architects of the new world, and if I truly want to help them learn the skills and learn the processes and learn the frameworks and the principles that will allow them to be able to transmit their message, one, in a pure and authentic way, and two, in a way that's going to help them attract, in a way that's going to help them bring to life their ideas, in a way that's going to help them master themselves, master their mind, and transmit what they're here to transmit in a way that's going to bring the people that they're here to serve towards them, and that they can build worlds around their being, then I need to go deeper. It doesn't happen on 90-second reels on fucking Instagram that people see for a second. You see what I'm saying? So where my whole energy was going on Instagram. How can I make a new reel? How can I make a new reel of my stories, of my adventures, of what I'm living, of what I'm learning, of me figuring it out? Like, that Mao is gone. That Mao's gone. Now it's time to really go deep and to solidify what I have learned, what I do know, and transmit it in a way that's actually going to help the person that I'm here to serve, which is the architects of the new world, which I feel like that is my part in this new world that is being created, right? The light versus dark, the good versus evil, but not in this like spiritual 5D fucking freaks way. Like, that's just not me, okay? I'm not an Ubud guy fucking out in the fucking ether. You know what I mean? Like, I'm grounded, and that's how I feel. And it's about bridging the spirit with the physical, with the practical. And now I see the missing link is understanding the principles of marketing, of psychology, of branding, of sales, so that you know how to bring your gifts to life and how to get people interested in what you're saying and what you're doing, the right people, right? So essentially, the old Mao, who was figuring it out, who was traveling, who was, you know, this seeker, trying to find himself, etc., like all of that Mao's gone. He's gone. And the Mao that is here is somebody who is truly committed to architecting the new world and to being a pioneer for other creators, other seekers, other architects that want to build worlds, not build businesses, build worlds. So how can I bridge that gap for these people that are just like me? This is my essence. And this is the new way of marketing. It's energetic marketing. It's archetypal marketing. It's not niching down for creators or for blah, blah, blah. It's like literally understanding your energetic essence of who you are and then speaking to the people that are just like you. And it's building products and services and offerings that genuinely serve those people. And it's understanding how to bridge the two. Because at the end of the day, people need to know how to make money, because we're living in a physical world. We're spiritual beings living in a physical world. And one thing that I realized that I was lacking, that I was missing, was bridging the two. Oh yes, I'm over here learning and manifesting and feeling and stuff, but where's the fucking service? Where's the fucking practicalness of how we actually bring our gifts to life? So that is the new Mao. That is who is going to be showing up now here. I'm no longer this fucking kid, right, that's just flowing through life. The flow, I mean, yes, I'm still living through flow, but now there's a certain level of discipline and of structure and of devotion that you need to bring something to life. And it is whenever you make it less about the outcome and more about the work, right? You're more committed to what you're doing and what you're here to do. Once you find that thing, once you find it, then it's about devoting yourself to it. Not because of what you get, but because of the love of doing it. Like, doing the work is the reward. You know what I'm saying? And you have to commit, you have to devote yourself. And you have to structure the vision, the dreaminess. You have to bring structure to it. Otherwise, it's just not gonna fucking work. So the new Mao is one who is structured. It's one who is devoted. It's one who is committed. It's one who is disciplined. Okay, I in a way was used to knock on discipline, but now I'm realizing how important it is and how essential and how crucial structure is to bringing ideas and to breathing life into worlds. It doesn't just fucking happen, okay? You have to be structured, you have to be disciplined, and you have to stand for something, and you have to identify as who you are, right? Figuring something out is not like, that's an amateur. That's what an amateur does. I was reading this book by Steven Pressfield, Turning Pro, and that's what an amateur does. An amateur is scared to self-identify. That hit me hard because I've always been scared to self-identify. On my Instagram, on whatever, like, this is who I am, this is what I do. I've always been scared. I've always resisted that for some reason. And that's a sign of an amateur. So basically, the old Mao is dead, the new Mao is here, and I am turning pro. I'm turning pro, which means I am going to start taking my life and my work so much more seriously, like on a whole another level, like more than I was now, where it's not about me, it's about you. It's about serving you, about serving the architects of the new world that want to bring their creations to life, that want to make something of themselves, but crave meaning and depth and purpose. Like they don't just want money. It's not about building businesses, it's about building worlds that stem from your being, that stem from your essence. So, if that is you, then welcome, because this channel will now be dedicated to helping you bring your visions to life by slowly starting to distill and to convey and to put into words everything I've learned on this journey of figuring this out myself. I've literally invested thousands and thousands into marketing courses, into mentorships, into myself, into my life, into my business, to figure these things out and to get to where I am today. And now I feel called to share and to help others do the same as I continue to do the same myself, right? Like I'm just as much on the journey and on the process, but how I'm showing up, how I'm doing it, the intentionality behind it, and who I am and the seriousness behind this work is changing. It's still going to be fun. It's still supposed to be fun, of course, but there's a certain intentionality that is now going to go behind it and building the actual structure around it, which I'm so excited. So I guess this is just an introduction to the new Mao, to Mao 2.0, to the architect of the new world who is helping and supporting other people like me out there. If you're watching this, maybe it's you, maybe it's not. But I want to be somebody who paves the way for people who think like me, because I know they're out there. I've spoken to them. They've been in my programs, in my Step Into Flow group. I know they're out there. I know you guys are out there. I know you are out there. You listening right there. You want to bring to life these big ass visions that you have, but you don't know where to start. You don't know how. So welcome to the channel, baby, because it's about to get real, and I am about to step into a role of service. I am stepping in. I am in a role of service to you, and that is all I care about now. So yeah, to become the new you, the old you, the current you must die. The things that have gotten you to where you are now are not the things that are going to get you to where you're going. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. And the more that you resist it, the more that you block yourself from getting to where you're meant to go. So stop blocking yourself and allow what wants to flow through you. So I think I got a minute left. So that's basically it. Old Mao is dead. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the evolution of all of us. And welcome to the architects of the new world. If you're not subscribed, fucking subscribe right now. We are going to change the world together, and we're gonna have a fuck ton of fun doing it. So let's fucking go, and vamonos, motherfuckers. Peace.